Well, she woke up mad. She's trying to pick a fight. Got a phone to my ear because I'm trying to book a flight, and she's crazy as a goddamn loon. And the airline's drowning in the belly of the beast, and they're all bogged down from the weather in the east, and we're not going anywhere soon. It's 30 degrees on the Emerald Coast. I spilt my coffee and I burnt my toast in the rent car sitting on a flat. The internet's down and they don't know why, and I damn near made the desk clerk cry, and there wasn't any reason for that. She's camped in the shower and she won't come out. I don't have a clue what that's about. We'll just have to wait and see. Can't get online to check the bank. Twitter's on fire, my stock's all tanked. But what's really getting to me is I keep losing my glasses. 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 Georgia license, code B restriction. Can't drive unless I got my specs on. Double negatives, proper diction in this North Florida redneck lexicon. Ain't nothing but Fox News fiction on. Nobody's showing the game I'm betting on. How they gonna build a wall with no Mexicans anyway? Honeymoon's over, less than enchanted. Gonna be driving back to Atlanta. She don't like the freeway, so we're going scenic. Apalachicola and points in between. Patches of fog on up to Sop Choppy. 10-4 driver, we good and gone. Copy, we'll get home tonight or there's gonna be hell to pay. Roadside stand selling Tupelo, honey. You take a jar and leave them the money. That's how they do it down here. But it's cold and they're not selling today. She'd just break a jar on my head anyway, 'cause it's my fault we got such a damn late start. I was doing my part for my art and I kept losing my glasses. I kept losing my glasses. I keep losing my glasses. I keep losing my glasses. Made the exit and turned up Ponce, and I'll be damned if I know what she wants, but we gotta get something to eat. Majestic Diner's our best chance. Pork chop and eggs ought to save the romance. It's maybe a mile up the street. My daddy told me if you got any sense, better feed the woman. Many years hence, I know what he meant, and I got me a plan, but I can't read the menu, 'cause damn, I keep losing my glasses. I keep losing my glasses. I keep losing my glasses. Some water. Hold on here just a second. A number one reason to wear pants for a live stream. Sometimes you misplace your water. Aunt Clara kept her Bible right next to the phone in case she needed a quote when she talked to someone. And my memory smiles while the blessing is said. Visions of freeze tag dance in my head. She says I'll grow up big if I eat all my roast. I'll still believe in heaven, but I won't believe in ghosts anymore. I'll put away childish things. I'll put away childish things. And every other weekend, age of 13, with my fishing pole and my field and stream, riding back home on the Trailway bus, I looked out the window till I saw too much, and I called my parents by their own first names. I played in the alley, but I didn't play the game anymore. I put away childish things. I put away childish things. Howl all night long, they won't stop and they won't go home. Beneath my window they run. Probably it'll be alright if I keep it all locked up tight and wait till daylight comes. Now my boy goes like a house on fire. He'll never burn out and he'll never retire. I remember when I used to think like that, when I was young and the world was flat. But I'm 40-some now, and man, I don't care. All I want now is just a comfortable chair and to sell all my stock and live on the coast. I don't believe in heaven, but I still believe in ghosts. I put away childish things. 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 The wolves howl all night long. They won't stop and they won't go home. Beneath my window they run. Probably it'll be alright if I keep it all locked up tight and wait till daylight comes. If I wait till daylight comes. Oh well, I got 11 strings left. It'll probably work. I'll just do that with it. Remember when we'd get together, burn the candle, don't you know? Smoke and drink and live forever. No one there to tell us no. Well, this time I'm gonna kill that bastard. This time I'm not gonna miss. This time there ain't no doubt about it. Let me be quite clear on this. Out the back and down the alley, Gone to get your bucket spiked. Come back when you think you need me. Come back anytime you like. Where'd you get that red dress? Where'd you get that red dress? Well, yes, I'm drunk, but damn, you're ugly. Tell you one thing, yes I will. Tomorrow morning I'll be sober. You'll be just as ugly still. Where'd you get that red dress? 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 Now I don't know what you got going on, but I know I never seen you with that red dress on. Tell me, where'd you get that red dress? Watching out the kitchen window, right here in this old brown chair. Stack the empties on the table, toss them down the basement stairs. Where'd you get that red dress? Where'd you get that red dress? Remember when we get together? Smoke and drink and live forever. No one there to tell us no. All right, got a Two Dog song going there. The skies are taller in Louisiana. The skies are wider in New Mexico. The skies in Texas kind of split the difference. They don't suit me no matter where I go. I ain't got a place. I ain't got a place in this world. I ain't got a place. I ain't got a place in this world, I know. River runs east out of West Virginia. Rivers run west down in Tennessee. The river runs north out of South Dakota. None of that makes a damn to me. I ain't got a place. I ain't got a place in this world. I ain't got a place. I ain't got a place in this world, I know. You ask me where I'm coming from, I'm not sure I can say. You ask me where I'm headed, I'll just grin. Don't ask too many questions, I'll be coming back to stay. You know not to ask me where I've been. So I'm looking up at a constellation, looking down at the frozen ground, looking out for all my interests, looking in just brings me down. I ain't got a place, I ain't got a place in this world. I ain't got a place, I ain't got a place in this world. You know I ain't got a place, I ain't got a place in this world. I ain't got a place, I ain't got a place in this world, I know. I'm going to do the cover song early since I'm in tune for it on this guitar here. That's an old Willie Nelson song. It's on a record called Shotgun Willie, which came out in the mid-70s sometime. And I don't know why it was in my head this morning, but you know, like they say, the voices aren't real, but they have good ideas. We were headed home to Austin, caught pneumonia on the road, taking it home to Connie and the kids. Wheel ran off and jumped a railway, then ran through a grocery store. If you want to buy a bus, I'm taking bids. And the devil shivered in his sleeping bag. He said traveling on the road is such a drag. If we can make it home by Friday, we can brag. And the devil shivered in his sleeping bag. Just got back from New York City, Chris and Rita done it all. Raw perfection there for all the world to hear. Lord, I heard an angel singing in the Philharmonic Hall. Rita Coolidge, clap for me. And the devil shivered in his sleeping bag. He said traveling on the road is such a drag. We can make it home by Friday, we can brag. And the devil shivered in his sleeping bag. And the devil shivered in his sleeping bag. Now what we do here is you get a screenshot of that there. Oh, can't find the right angle. There we go. Now I got it lined up. Get you a screenshot and dial BR 549. That's BR 549. Let's see here. running round in circles and I'm chasing my tail, carving my initials with a rusty nail, betraying my intentions. Man, it happens without fail. You'd have thought that I'd know better by now. And it might be some dark secret I keep bottled up inside, or just some minuscule transgression I shouldn't have tried to hide. It's not the size that matters, it's deceit she can't abide. You'd have thought that we'd know better by now. Of course she knows, 'cause I can't fool her, and I know she knows 'cause she don't fool me. And she knows, I know she knows, and we might discuss it eventually, when the pressure builds till it blows the seals all out from in between. You'd have thought that we'd know better by now. You'd have thought that we'd know better. You'd have thought we'd understand. Through all the smoke and mirrors, I guess we do the best we can. Hiding out, without a doubt, it's getting out of hand. You'd have thought that we'd know better by now. And I've seen the phantoms hiding in the shadows in her eyes. It's not that I'm not threatened, it's just that I'm not surprised. It's not good for the gander, said the old folks, but they lied. You'd have thought that we'd know better by now. Now they circle up the wagons, professing deep dismay that we know all the words they just can't bring themselves to say. There's so much they never tell you, there's so much they hide away. And you'd have thought that we'd know better by now. You'd have thought that we'd know better. You'd have thought we'd understand. Through all the smoke and mirrors, I guess we do the best we can. Hiding out, without a doubt, it's getting out of hand. And you'd have thought that we'd know better by now. You'd have thought that we'd know better by now. Yeah, I decided to leave it unresolved. Honey, don't you be yelling at me when I'm cleaning my gun. I'll wash the blood off the tailgate when deer season's done. We got one more weekend to go, and I'd like to kill one more doe. So I'll shovel the sidewalk again, 'cause you're still in a stew. I bet the bridge tender's widow won't mind that I can't please you. She's sure got the run of the men out here where the pickings are thin and there's not much to do. And I woke up last night in the grip of a fright, scared to breathe for I might make a noise. This life that we crave, so little we save between the grandparents' graves and the grandchildren's toys. We grew up hard, and our children don't know what that means. We turned into our parents before we were out of our teens. Through a series of Chevys and Fords, the occasional spin round the floor at the Copper Canteen. Now the big boxes out on the bypass, they're shaving us thin. I guess we can hold on a couple more years till the pension kicks in. Then we'll sell all the stock in the store, leave only the lock on the door, and wonder what then. When I wake up at night in the grip of a fright, and you hold me so tight to your chest, and your breath on my skin still pulls me back in till I'm weightless, and then I can rest. So if Monsignor should pull you aside as you're leaving the church, and I'm out on the ice dropping lines for the walleye and perch, tell him it's not your job to bring me to the fold, and I'd rather stand out in the cold. And honey, I know the wood pile's low and we can't close the flue, so I'll split up a couple more cords for the winter time's through. Hold on to your rosary beads, leave me to my mischievous deeds like we always do. To celebrate undying faith, we're gathered here like drifted wrecks for a late September wedding. October breathing down our necks. And I knew this town in another time. I knew this town a younger man, with the world in my hip pocket, the subway token in my hand. Then you got to me. They got candlelight, a reggae band, champagne by the bucket load, limos lined up down the curb to take us where we need to go. And I need to go somewhere I've been, to find a place I lost the trail way back then, so long ago. I don't suppose you even know you got to me. Brought all this empty down on top of me. You got to me. between the snowflakes falling, tripping on the cobblestones and the trolley tracks. We had it all then. Christmas break, your roommate's gone. We stoked the fire and let it burn till the embers glowed in the morning light. Trust in the tangle of skin on skin. I've not known quite that feeling since you got to me. Brought all this empty down on top of me. And you got to me. The wedding party's raging, yes. The old and desperate misbehave, and the limo smells like cocaine, sweat, cheap cologne, and aftershave. And this gotta be one of these row house doors. I knew the number long ago. Step out on the curb, tell the driver just go on and go, and you got to me. Brought all this empty down on top of me. I didn't know, but we were not to be. But I know a thing or two now. The paperboy wants to smoke. Leans his back against a tree. He's tired and cold and broken. He don't know what to make of me. Standing here in my three-piece suit, standing here just like I am, with my vest unbuttoned and my necktie loose, impervious to all abuse, and you got to me. Brought all this empty down on top of me. Off on $1,000 Odyssey. And I know a thing or two now. Yeah, I know a thing or two now. Yeah, I know a thing or two now. Mikey's getting his timing down with that dog bark there. Austin, Texas is on stage 5 precautions now. But we can't have any mask mandates, you know, that'd be communist or something. Wonder what Abbott's going to do after he kills off half his voting base. Yeah, I know, I've said that before, but my brother is a fascist, lives in Palacios, fishes the pier every night. He holsters his Glock in a double retention. He smokes while he waits for a bite. He don't like the Muslims, he don't like the Jews, he don't like the blacks, and he don't trust the news. He hates the Hispanics and alternate views. He'll tell you it's tough to be white. My sister's a Christian, she likes to go fishing, she don't mind my brother at all. 'Cause he puts her on redfish and flounder and trout, and they tear up the flats in the fall. She gets back to Grapevine all sunburnt and sour, worn out from slinging plugs hour after hour, seeing spots when she closes her eyes in the shower. She don't see a conflict at all. That's the state of the union, I guess. It's always been iffy at best. We're all in the family, the cursed and the blessed. It's the state of the union, I guess. mother turned 80, consummate lady. We took her to Golden Corral, 'cause she likes the yeast rolls and Bourbon Street chicken. We oughta known better by now, 'cause me and my brother got into it good. I called him a hick and he called me a hood. He said Dad always treated his Mexicans good. I guess you think you're better somehow. Yeah, you think you're better, Mr. Cardigan Sweater, snowflake if ever there was. You think you're so cool, you did good in school, you got whipped every day on the bus. Sister lit out for the shouting got worse. Went to Wednesday night prayer at the New Christian Church with a cross on her neck and a 9 in her purse. She might be the wisest of us. That's the state of the union, I say. Christmas dinner will be hell to pay. It's like, how about them cowboys and have a blessed day? It's the state of the union, I say. It's the state of the union, I guess. We're still in a hell of a mess. We'll do all we're able with what we got left. It's the state of the union, I guess. We'll do all we're able with what we got left. It's the state of the union, I guess. Hat keeps slipping down. Maybe I'll do the Sam Kinison kind of thing here. Yeah. Just be different. Mid-set wardrobe change, you know. Change it around a little bit. Anyway. Look off down the highway at the glittering lights, like windshield glass on a shoulder at night, as the diesels come grinding on up from the plains, all bunched up like pearls on a string. I guess time don't mean nothing, not nothing at all. And out on the horizon, the broken stars fall. Old broken stars, they fall down on the land and get mixed in together with the lights that shine. Well, I've been up all night and I'm down in my back. I've been working the counter to take up the slack, 'cause the money tree's light and the whiskey stream's low. You ain't worked a week since July. You say the gravel pit's hiring after the 1st, but you don't have the nature for that kind of work. You might get higher on, but you won't make a hand. And I'll still be here looking at the lights that shine. You stand in the sky with your feet on the ground, never suspecting a thing. But if the sky were to move, you might never be found, never be heard from again. We go on good behavior when our youngest comes home. She comes up from Boulder, but she don't stay long. And that oldest still fights me like she was 18. Stopped in for a 6-pack a while ago. She's got a cowboy problem, and this last one's a sight. is all dressed up like Gunsmoke for Saturday night. And they were off to the bars for lack of a plan, racing those stars to the lights to shine. You've kept all that meanness inside you so long. You'd fight with a fence post if it looked at you wrong. Well, a post won't hit back and it won't call a law. I look at you right or I don't look at all, and I take a crumpled up soft pack and give it a shake. Out by the dumpster on a cigarette break, with one eye swole up from the back of your hand, and the other eye fixed on the lights that shine. You stand in the sky with your feet on the ground, never suspecting a thing. But if the sky were to move, you might never be found, never be heard from again. Now there's antelope grazing in range of my gun, but come opening weekend, you won't see a one. They'll vanish like ghosts, 'cause somehow they know. But now they're up to the fence in the early dawn, and it's warming up nicely for this time of year. The creeks are still frozen, but the roads are all clear. And I don't have it in me to make one more stand. Though I never much cared for the lights to shine. Can't really see what's going on over there, but it looks like there's an essay came in from somewhere, some telemarketer or something. Got a cup of black coffee so I don't get lazy. I got a rattle in the dashboard driving me crazy. And if I hit it with my fist, it'll quit for a little while. Gonna have to stop and take a piss in another mile. Headed into town, gonna meet you at the Mercantile. Take you to the Sonic, get you grinning like a crocodile. I got a hole in the floorboard sucking in fumes. I leave the hitchhiker standing 'cause I hadn't got room. Well, he looked kind of scary, so I didn't like him anyway. Could have been a con from the state prison runaway. Anyway, probably hadn't showered in a couple of days. No one but a fool would have given him the time of day. Yeah. Just listen close, I'll tell you how I feel. You need to know, so I'll talk slow. I always keep it real. See the red light blinking in the middle of town, but I don't see your car parked anywhere around. And I'm smoking into town like a Molotov cocktail rag, and the gas cap flapping loose, never fails. Cell phones down 'cause they didn't get the check I mailed. How am I gonna find you now? How am I gonna find you now? remember when I met you, I was in love in one fell swoop. You had a blade in your pocket and a rag in your belt loop. Guys are hovering around the bar like gulls on the ocean at the end of your shift. Just in case you got the notion, what you're washing all the glassware, poetry in motion. I'd have roped the moon for you. How am I gonna find you now? How am I gonna find you now? Just listen close, I'll tell you how I feel. You need to know, so I'll talk slow. I won't let go of this obsessive zeal. I got a mad coming on and it's gonna be dreadful. And I'm washing down my blood pressure pill with a Red Bull. I hit the city limit sign and I'm blind and I'm seeing red. Uniroyal tire on the right rear, throwing tread. You ought to see the X-rated scene running in my head. Big as a baby's arm, how am I gonna find you now? How am I gonna find you now? Just what to do. He's more than just a decent man, best friend I ever had. When you're shooting at a coffee can, 38 don't kick that bad, but it kicks right through my bones every second of every day, clacking by like cobblestones under broken wheels. And if the truth be known, I wasn't doing that well. I wasn't paying attention. I brought it on myself. I blamed it on the gods that seemed to smile on everybody else. I got the inside out. I didn't know what was real. My fields are empty now. My ground won't take the plow. It's washed down to gravel and stones. It's only good for burying bones. Took the pistol off the wall. Somebody hollered, put it back. Sit down, Dad, before you fall down. You got no earthly use for that. But I slipped out the kitchen door, saddled up the swayback mule, cinched her tight and swung on board. Rode off like a drunken fool. Rode right on off the world, just like it never mattered none. There wasn't nothing but me and the hurt and the biting cold and the heft of that gun and the pocket of a sheepskin coat, moonlight in a madman's eye for the unfairness of it all. Surely something had to die. My fields are empty now. My ground won't take the plow. It's washed down to gravel and stones. It's only good for burying bones. He came out in the lantern lights. His face in the flash was the last I saw of the world when it was still right. I didn't watch him fall. Knew I'd hit him good, twice in the chest without a thought. Turned the mule towards the county seat, like I knew I ought. My fields are empty now. My ground won't take the plow. It's washed down to gravel and stones. It's only good for burying bones. Lola comes to visit. There's just nothing I can say. We sit here of an afternoon till it's time for her to go away. She rides home on that same mule that brought me to this place. Don't know how she even stands to look upon her daddy's face. He's more than just a decent man, best friend I ever had. When you're shooting at a coffee can, 38 don't kick that bad. Here's another one off the new record. And the tuner is done dead, as they say around here. Looking back down the road from a little ways out, I never had a fear and I never had a doubt. If I'd had a lick of sense, I'd have figured that out pretty fast. But I wasn't any smarter than the average kid. Somebody might have noticed, but I never did. I never saw the future fading right into the past. Talking to the wallpaper, wandering the halls. I burned a lot of bridges and I dropped a lot of balls. It's a wonder I can never go back to any place I've been. But I wouldn't get down on my knees on a bet. I'm near enough to Jesus as I ever want to get. Seeking salvation isn't part of my general plan. Save your prayers for yourself. Raise my glass to your health. I don't mind if you don't look like me. I can share my bread and wine. I come from another time. It don't matter all that much if it don't bleed. If it don't bleed. Now it's all I can do just to get out of bed. There's more in the mirror than there is up ahead. I smile and I nod like I heard what you said every time. So run another rack, pour another shot. You don't get it back, so give it all you got. Well, you still got a more or less functional body and mind. Save your prayers for yourself. Raise my glass to your health. I don't mind if you don't look like me. I can share my bread and wine. I come from another time. It don't matter all that much if it don't bleed. If it don't bleed. I learned to answer my calls and open my mail. I paid my taxes and I stayed out of jail. You stay in the game when you're too broke to fail, that's a fact. Talking to the wallpaper, sleeping in the hall. Your bones get brittle, so you better not fall. You're slow to a crawl and time gets to balling a jack. Run you right off the track. Save your prayers for yourself. Raise my glass to your health. I don't mind if you don't talk like me. I can share my bread and wine. I come from another time. It don't matter all that much if it don't bleed. If it don't bleed. If it don't bleed. if it don't bleed, if it don't bleed. Thanks for coming out. I believe I will be here Wednesday. I don't take the paper, I don't watch TV. I was out on the road when the word got to me. Well, got down the text, couldn't I just have gone blind? Heard your voice in my ear like I did in my mind. Mira vaquero, se pone el sol. Buen caballero, viajando con Dios. Mira vaquero, no miramos atrás. Nos vamos al campo una vez más, una vez más. Your shafts are still dusty from late summer's drought. When the cedar turned rusty, it's time to go south. When your time is upon you, you don't always know. Brinca la vida, abuela nos dijo. Brinca la vida, we learned long ago. Mira vaquero, se pone el sol. Buen caballero, viajando con Dios. Mira vaquero, no miramos atrás. Nos vamos al campo una vez más, una vez más. So pour out the coffee and piss on the fire. I hear hounds in the distance, it's down to the wire. Make for the cow camp, we might have a chance. Vámonos por el campo, en el campo we'll dance. Vámonos por el campo, en el campo we'll dance. Mira vaquero, se pone el sol. Buen caballero, viajando con Dios. Mira vaquero, no miramos atrás. Nos vamos al campo una vez más, una vez más. Thank you. Be safe.